What's going on, guys? It's Jared here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. Today I have the Avatar The Last Blockbender mod for you guys, which is based off of Avatar The Last Airbender, which is a super awesome show that's really awesome. So yeah, there's a mod on it, and I was thinking if we could reach 1,000 likes, I would do a Let's Play with this mod, something that you guys might want to see after you see some of the awesome features in this mod. So yeah, guys, I know it's a lot of likes, but if we could reach 1,000 likes, then I will do a series on it. So make sure to thumbs up, share the video, comment, help me get it around, and all this really helps my channel grow. And if it's something you guys really want to see, then I think that's a goal that we could definitely reach. So 1,000 likes. So yeah, guys, there's loads of cool things in this mod, such as like statues, new foods, bending abilities. You have like earth, water, air, and fire bending abilities, some new blocks, new structures like random generated structures, NPCs, and all that kind of stuff. Awesome mobs. And yeah, so I don't even know where to start. There's just so much sexiness. So as you can see here, there is a Roku and a Kyoshi statues here. There's like Roku and Kyoshi. So these are the two statues. They do not have any crafting recipes. I think you could just come across them randomly. A lot of stuff in this mod does not have crafting recipes, and I don't know if it's because it's work in progress or because some of the things you could find it in generated places, and there's also people that you could trade with. So that's what I'm thinking. And I am going to show you guys all of the different settlements from all the different tribes or nations. So yeah, I'll be showing you guys that after I show you guys all of this stuff, and then I'll finish it off by showing you guys some of the awesome bending abilities. There's loads, dozens and dozens of different bending attacks you could do. It's pretty freaking sweet. So there's a bronze piece, a silver piece, and a gold piece. I don't think these have crafting recipes. I think this is supposed to be avatar money, some sort of currency. I'm not entirely sure about that one. And this is blue fire, and obviously there's no crafting recipe for this, but this is pretty cool. I'm sure you could just find this randomly. And yeah, that's what that looks like. And let's see what happens when we go over. Probably not the best idea to stand in fire. Let's just get out of game mode real quick. That went out. I don't think anything happens. That's kind of cool though. That'd be awesome if it gave you like some sort of effect. This is the metal armor, which just doesn't have crafting recipes, but I think you can come across it in the settlements in a chest. That's what I'm assuming, at least, since you can't craft it. As well as a fire sword and a metal block armor block, which you could make once you have all the metal armor. And it's just, you know, put all the armors like that, and that's what it looks like. So kind of cool. I don't see why you would do that. But this is the metal armor, which sadly, once you have it on, is not textured. I don't think I would use it anyways. I think I'd rather go with something like diamond or something. But it's not textured, but it looks really cool, like in your inventory and stuff. And then you have the fire sword, which lets spawn something in that we could use this on. It's seriously like the same exact thing as you know, it would be for a diamond sword. As you can see, 8 damage there, so that's kind of cool. And that also does not have a crafting recipe. Now, to do all your bending, you're going to need well, you don't need a bending satchel. This just makes it easier, so you could have multiple bends at once, be able to do multiple of them. So for this, you just need 5 leathers and 2 diamonds. And with this, you could put bending abilities in it. You open it with I, and this is where you would put your you know, your scrolls with the different bending ability, and you could set it up with hotkeys to use whichever one. So let's say over here I had some sort of air bending ability. Over here I could have like an earth one, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to teach you guys how to do some bending. So there's 4 different elements that you could be a bender in, either, you know, water, earth, fire, or air. You want to do /bending and fire, for example. Now I'm a fire bender, so I could do fire things, or bending air /bending water and /bending earth. And I'm going to show you some bending as soon as I finish showing you guys everything else. I'll save that for last so I could try a few different things out. That'll be pretty cool. But over here we have our new foods. Now this is some miscellaneous stuff. This is things that I think you could only come across. You cannot craft egg custard, fruit pie, or rice grains. But there is a new plant. It's a sea prune plant. You can find these in like swamps and oceans, I'm pretty sure. And that'll give you a sea prune, and with that you could make a sea prune stew, which is 2 sea prunes in a bowl. There's sea squid and sea squid soup. Not entirely sure how you get sea squid. I assume it's, you know, some sort of squid that you kill in the sea. So with that, you just take 2 sea squids and a bowl, and then seaweed plant, which you could also find in like swamps and stuff. And with that, once you break that, the seaweed plant, this is what it looks like, you'll get seaweed, and with that you can make seaweed bread, which sounds absolutely disgusting, but it's probably very nutritious and good for you. Imagine like soggy bread. That'd be it's vomit in my mouth already just thinking about it. But with that, you just take a seaweed and 2 pieces of wheat, and then for the seaweed soup, you just take a bowl and 2 seaweed. I don't think that'd be too tasty, but I guess that's what we could eat there. So here's some of the different building blocks that you could use. I have them set up for each of the tribes or nations. So this is the airbending blocks. You could find this at their settlements. All these blocks you could find at like the respective settlement of like each element of bending. This is the water tribe blocks. Here's the earth, which looks I really like the way the earth looks, and the fire, which is pretty badass as well. I don't know, they all look really great for building blocks. I wish they had crafting recipes. They don't, which kind of sucks because this would be really cool to make some structures out of these blocks. They're awesomely textured. Mod makers did a really great job. All these statues, man. Having these statues in your house would just be like, pimpin'. Pimpin'. Cat Williams. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some of the new mobs that we have here, and start off with okay, we're gonna start off with the water tribe man. Mind you, none of these are aggressive. So as you can see, water tribe man, you right click but you can't trade them or anything. And here's the water tribe woman. And they're basically, you'll just find them in the villages. There's a Fire Nation woman, which you think, they'd maybe attack, but nope, they don't. They're kind of just there, just to be there. Here's the Fire Nation man. Kind of sound like Steve's. The Earth Kingdom man, kind of looks pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like the way they look. And, oh, I think that was the Earth Kingdom woman. Wow, I couldn't tell unless I just had 2 mans. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. So here's the Air Nomads. Here's the Air Nomad man. Kind of looks like Aang, but it's not. You see a cool arrow on his head. It's an Airbender. Air Nomad woman, which I don't think I'd date her. Her hair is pretty weird. Kind of ugly. We have the Otter Penguin and then Bandits. So here's the Otter Penguin. Cool little penguin. You see there? And here's the Bandit, which they aren't aggressive, which, they kind of should be, but you'll find them outside of, like, settlements and stuff. Even when I attack him, he doesn't seem to be attacking me. And they drop nothing. None of those drop anything, which is kind of sad. Hey, guys! So I'm back. Yeah. You see this? Flying Bison. Flying Bison. He's freaking huge. Look, this is me sitting on top of the Bison, as you could see here. And this is his butt. This is his butthole. Why are you staring at Appa's butthole? Alright, let's get down from Appa. Yep. Yeah. So yes, this is Appa. He's freaking huge. Sometimes when he lifts his tail, like an air particle effect will come out. As you can see, you could find him in the Air Nomads settlements. And as of right now, you could sit on him, you could get on top of him, but you cannot ride him around or like fly around on him, which hopefully they do that in a future update, because that'd be freaking epic. Also, if like Appa would attack things, because Appa's a freaking beast. He looks like he would just like destroy and wreck shit. So yeah, Appa's pretty, he's still a boss. Just like look at him, look how awesome he looks. Like Appa, like it's my man. And this is the polar bear dogs that Korra rides around like Appa. You could sit on them, but you cannot steer them around yet, which kind of sucks. But hopefully within the near future they'll add that in, because that would be a great feature and a great addition. Okay, so thanks to Ray's minimap, I could show you guys all of the different settlements, except for water. I couldn't find it. I thought this one was the water settlement, but it's actually another air nomad one. This is one of the many structures. There's another one over there. They're not too rare to come across. not too difficult. But once you find these, you could basically not only get those specific bending blocks, which you could just use for building, although you don't really get enough of them. But there's chests and there's usually stuff in them. I don't know why there's nothing in these chests. I think here we go. So novice pool, novice wind run. So whichever sort of settlement you come across, you could find new bending abilities from there. And then basically what you do is you get the scroll. You right click it. You need your little satchel, your little bending satchel, and you could just throw it up in there. So to open that, you just do I, put novice pool in the first slot. I'll put that there. Do slash bending air. Okay, so now I'm an airbender, and now you could go through your controls, but for the first one, the default key is Z, and now I can do air bending stuff. So we'll go up to this pig, and there's cooldown timers for it, and as you can see, I just pulled him. I just kind of throwing him around. So it's novice bending ability, so there's not much you could really do with that. It's not really gonna hurt anything, but I'm sure you could find some sort of use for it. Okay guys, so here's our second settlement. This one is the Earth Kingdom. Not much of a kingdom, but it's a little settlement that we have here. So what I'm going to do real quick is slash bending earth, and as you could see the earth benders, and in some of these places you will be able to find NPCs that you could trade for stuff, probably like armor and all that good stuff. We come in here, we got chest empty, there's some furnaces, crafting tables, some bookshelves. Nice little fort here. You could take one of these beds and have as your own spawn. And here's the silver and the bronze pieces, which you could, I think you use that as a currency, but that's where you could find it. And as you could see, we found a bunch of different scrolls for different earthbending abilities. And, we just, right click it, novice launch. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, I think I forgot. Since I'm an earthbender and I right clicked it, I already just did the ability, and I kind of just trapped myself. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Oh gosh, okay. So yeah, novice launch. For some reason, it just does all this extra stuff, which I have to dig myself out of. Jeez, alright, I gotta put these in my satchel real quick. Let me just get out of here again. Yeah, this is what it does. So you could suffocate your enemy. So let's go to one. Let's open my satchel up so I don't use it again on accident. There's novice tent. This one is the novice launch one, which is the one I think I just used. But let's go ahead and try the novice tent and see what happens. So let's just use Z, and as you can see, it's building a tent. Or basically, if something's attacking you, like let's say like a wither or something. I mean, a wither would blow right through it, but something's about to get you, you just throw that around you. You won't suffocate, and it'll be like you're putting the earth around you. So I think that's actually like a really, really awesome feature right there. Really cool earth bending ability. And as you guys can see, there's tons of abilities, so I can't show them all. So I'll just show some of them. Let's go ahead and let's try out novice launch. So let's try this out. Do our little... Some of them also don't work. This one works. I don't think it does much. It seems to just be taking away a block. So yeah, not the best of bending abilities right there. We'll take that out. Impact ring. I'm kind of interested to see what this one does. First, you gotta open it up. Then I will throw it in my satchel, and let's see what this one does. Yeah, some of them don't even work, so that's a problem. So yeah guys, I know I already showed you guys one of the air nomad settlements, but this is another one, and as you can see, it's more like a village, and there are flying bisons. We have some appas there. We got some wheat, and in this building you could get more scrolls and stuff, or silver, bronze, or maybe even gold pieces. So that's kind of cool. And we'll head out of here, and I'll show you guys the Fire Nation since I already saw this. And oh look, there's one of these those bears. Or yeah, whatever they're called. But yeah, we're gonna go head over to the Fire Nation now. And like I said, guys, I couldn't find any water settlements, but I came across all these fairly easily. So I'm sure if you play it enough, if I play like do an LP on it, I'll definitely find some. But I will show you a fire bending ability. I'm just gonna do the novice one since I'm pretty sure not all of them work, so I just want to do one that I know for a fact works. By the way, you can see the seaweed there. As I was saying, you find them in like little oceans and stuff like that, ponds. But here is the Fire Nation, which it's not too much of a nation, but the settlements can be different. It's more like just one building. But we'll come in here, and hopefully we could find some master spells. All of it seems to have been novice. We got the novice whip here, and some pieces. Is there another chest here? Just more pieces. Okay, so let's make it light out, and let's do slash fire, bending fire. So we'll do that. Right click on this, go to our satchel, open it up. It doesn't have to be in your satchel, it's just easier because you got like multiple different bending abilities in there. So novice whip, so just, let's try it on her. A very novice fire attack. I don't even think it does damage, but some of the higher bending abilities will do damage, and as you guys can see, there's lots of them, and I'm going to tease you guys by not showing them to make you guys want to see an LP on it, because then eventually I'll get that and you can see the really awesome bending abilities. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a water one. Let's take the ice stream here, and we're going to do slash bending water. I love being the avatar. It's awesome. Let's open up our satchel, throw this in there, and then let's use this one. And as you can see, it makes ice and your water bending. So yeah guys, that's about everything for the mod. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, and also make sure to check out my channel and subscribe if you like what you see. But until the next video guys, I'm Jared. Peace out, yo.